And another video that took friggin' forever to make. Gosh, I'm lazy.
Well, Bradley, here it is. The Sly Cooper series has always been one of my favorites. I enjoy playing through all these games, but my favorite has to be Sly 2. Or maybe it's Sly 3. I don't know, I'll try to talk about it later. Anyway, I love this game, and it's probably my favorite video game sequel of all time. But is it really that good? Of course it is, why wouldn't I say it? So today I'm going to figure out if I lied about that. Also, I'm changing up future reviews starting with this one. I'm going to be sharing facts and trivia with the game I'm reviewing so I can keep it interesting. Now you might be saying that I'm stealing Caddy's idea, but I don't care. So there. Hey, that rhymed! Now the story I think is one of the only nitpicks I have with this game. Not that it's bad, but let's just talk about it first. Sly and the gang have to steal the robotic parts of the main villain in the first game, Clockwork. However, when they get to the museum where they're at, they've been stolen by another thieving group known as the Claw Gang. So now you have to travel all over the world trying to find those parts while avoiding Inspector Carmelita Fox and a constable named Neela. While the plot does sound complicated, it's actually really simple. I know that sounds bad, but the villains make up for that. These are some of the most hilarious and devious villains I've ever seen in video games, with special mention going to Dimitri. Not only that, but the levels they're in are really cool and creative. Fun fact number 1. There was originally going to be a Monaco level where Bentley would steal a yacht and run it into a casino. It's unknown why it was left out, but it would have been cool. Anyway, the story is very simple and doesn't feature any huge things, but I still like it. Now this game came out on the PS2, so naturally this game may look relatively good, and it does, though this is another nitpick. I found the brightness of the areas too dull. By that I mean sometimes it's just too gloomy and rainy and not bright like Sly 3. But that's just a huge nitpick. The presentation still looks good. The music is really good too. It helps build the atmosphere of the game from stealthy to tropic to spooky to sounding like it would be in a western. But the level takes place in Canada! Well, to the viewer who said that, shut up! Fun fact number 2. During the cutscene after Neela becomes Clockwork, a glitch happens in that scene. It would appear that one of her eyes has just plain red on it while the other is yellow with a little red on it. That's fascinating. Even the voice acting in this game is pretty fantastic. The best voices in this game have got to be Dimitri, Bentley, and Murray. I also love the art style the game is going for. It's a kind of comic book-esque graphic style. This is shown heavily in the 2D cutscenes. The presentation is really nice. I may have a little problem with the quality of some of the levels, but it's still pretty good. Oh, the gameplay. The Sly Cooper series is only known for one thing.
You're wrong! You're wrong!
The stealth. In the first game, the stealth wasn't really there. I mean, the idea was, but I don't really remember having to sneak attack anything. However, in this game, the stealth has turned up to 100 and crud. You have to avoid every guard you see or they'll see you and attack you. Some can even call out other guards from afar. This builds the difficulty and you really need to watch out for them. But you could just play as one of the other playable characters to get out of the situation. The two other playable characters, Bentley and Murray, have other cool things. Bentley is the tech guy of the group, so he has bombs and tranquilizer darts. Also, Bradley, why'd you say he sucks? I like playing as him. Anyway, Murray's the most powerful of the group. Enemies usually take a lot of hits for Sly and Bentley, while for Murray it only takes like 3 hits. Yeah, he is oh so tough. But you might be saying this. Wow, there must be some cool and free power-up moves. Well, you actually have to pay coins you find around the map to get new moves, but you can get a free one if you collect bottles found around it too. However, the gameplay isn't without its flaws. Good thing it only has one, and that is the vehicle sections. Though most of them can be fun, you have the tank section. Fun fact number 3. There are several references to Sucker Punch's first game, Rocket Robot on Wheels, mostly found in Chapter 5. In the graveyard, you can find tombstones with a picture of the main character, Rocket, and in the crypt next to the graveyard, you can find Mojo, another character from the game. The gameplay is very great, even though the tank section was I love this game very much. Most of the bad things I've talked about are nitpicks, some of them not so much. There's a reason this is the guy who plays games' favorite game of all time.
A 5 out of 5. I'm the Pumpkin Kid, and actually, my favorite is Slide 3. No, it's Slide 2. No, it's Slide 3. Slide 2, Slide 3. Slide 2, Slide 3. Slide 2, Slide 3. I don't know!